The Keys Scroll Volume I. Broke Pick. Stay by Gabriel Royall, written in real time. 2025. Set in real heat, 2001. After 9/11, everything changed. They laid us off from the job. Just like that, I didn't know what to do, so I moved with movement. I hit a party in Pennsylvania. I had friends down there just trying to breathe. One of them said, yeah, I'm in Florida now. And I said, well, shoot, can I come? And next thing I knew, I was driving south. Never been to Florida in my life. Just hunger, heat, and heart. I had chicken, cheese in the 24-hour Walmart. My boss back then had mentioned unemployment, but I didn't know what that meant. I thought I was supposed to just figure it out, so I didn't file, and I'm glad I didn't, because it made me hungry as hell. That kind of hunger where you're alive in it. In Florida, you could hit Walmart at 3 a.m., grab a hot chicken, a loaf of bread and cheese for $1. $8 would feed you for a week if you played it right. That's why I still love Florida, not the palm trees, the access. Day labor and ditch digging. Getting a job was harder than working. I didn't want to sit and fill out forms. I wanted to move. I found one of those day labor places. $5 an hour cash, you show up early, sit in the room, wait to be picked. Felt like schoolyard basketball, but the prize was sweat. One guy picked me and said, don't worry about the others. They come in here all the time, that meant something. We laid side in the middle of a hot two-lane Florida road, not glamorous, real. Then came Denny's tips, real money, but hard they paid you $2 an hour on paper. Everything else you earn. But that menu, it was massive, people ordering over easy. This and sunny side that I didn't grow up memorizing 4-page breakfast novels. I learned fast enough to survive, and that felt like a raise. One guy gave me a nickname, he wanted to be called. I didn't know the history, I repeated it. Someone heard me and I got pulled aside. I didn't even understand what I said wrong. I was just from Maine. No one ever taught me about tone, weight, or names that carry stories. That was the day I started learning the rest of America. Spring break hit and I thought, why not? I drove down to Key West, it sounded cool, but on the way back the truck broke down. I rolled it into a gas station, hot and stuck. Walked in the nearest restaurant, used my last $10 to buy a meal, just to look like I wasn't desperate. I asked, you guys hiring? They said no. I said, well, I need a job tomorrow. They paused, looked at me and said, you start tomorrow 8 a.m. You start tomorrow 8 a.m. I slept in the back of my truck, used to it, I liked it. Even that morning, I took my last couple bucks, bought a razor from the gas station, shaved in the bathroom under buzzing lights. I walked into the job looking sharp. That razor felt like armor, and I was ready. 8 cats, jungle in the canal offer. The cook was kind, like a mentor, told me always save 500. That's your freedom fund. I listened, started stacking my 30-40 bucks a day. He offered me a spot, a studio under his place on the canal, but he warned me, watch the cats next door. I thought he meant house cats. Nope, these things scream feral, jungle-born beasts howling like lions. That was the Keys, half paradise, half wild. Was the Keys, half paradise, half wild. I hung over, walking to work in heat. I wasn't ready for 5 miles, felt like a marathon. Big road, no sidewalks, palms towering, air warm and thick. Everything was green, I passed a sign, slow-key deer. I laughed, of course, even the deer are different down here. I thought about hitchhiking, but no one stopped. I kept walking, and I made it. Ex-birds, boats, and the toll road. I stayed 6 months, made friends, saved up. The cook was good to me. The couple I rented from had so many birds squawking everywhere. Felt like a zoo. They also had a Boston Whaler. Took me out on the canal once, peaceful, smooth, like a goodbye. When it came time to fix my truck, the owner, Ron from the galley grill, didn't call a tow. He tied a rope to his truck, had me steer mine in neutral, and told me a mile to the mechanic. After that I went back to my boys up north for a few days. Then I drove to Maine, tan wires are ready to paint. The rest of that summer